Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome to BluSky TV. I'm Justin here, subbing in for Mike because, as you know, he does not do Fridays. So you guys are stuck with me today. Give a few minutes, let people trickle in, and then we'll get into kind of some analysis and get into market open. How's everybody doing this morning? We made it to Friday. It's a big win. And if you are green going into this session, congratulations. So far, pretty tight this morning pre-market. So not much going on right now. I did catch a lot of this drop last night with Coach Breezy while he was on stream, so I am nice and green going into today, which is always amazing knowing, you don't have to pressure yourself into forcing a trade because you're already green going into Friday. Morning, Steve, Michael, Dan, Joel, K. Dillay, Dan Barrett. What's up, guys? Yeah, if you guys can make those night streams, I mean, Breezy kills it. Usually nice, simple trades. Get in, get out, go on with your night. What's up, Jeremy? Made 250, 300 overnight. There you go. On 14 accounts. Damn, James. My man is rich. It's crazy the power of compounding accounts, stacking them together. I don't remember the exact number, but let's see. What time was it around? 8:30-ish, something like that. We got in short around here. I want to say 880, 890 area. I got out around 840. But, solid 70-point play to the bottom. Trying to sell at the bottom is always tough. So I just took my money, went and watched Netflix, called it a day. No reason to sit at the computer all damn night. I've been on them for the last week. Another good source to make money. There you go. All right, so now there's kind of people. Let's start going through kind of our analysis. So we're just going to start looking at the candle structure just off the daily. We are sitting at some pretty stiff resistance. So if we can clear above 950, we'll run to 100, clear 100. That's a big level to push past. So I'm leaning a little bit bullish just off structure. We came down, dipped, held, but not an area to go long because we are sitting right at daily resistance. 4 hour, kind of a similar thing. It looks like we've started the buy side model. Now we have a, kind of a bear flag, or a bear pennant, or, a wedge, whatever you want to call it. Still sitting around that 940, 950 level. That is going to be crucial. Then we get into the smaller time frames, it starts to look pretty choppy. So I kind of want to see what price is going to do at open. See if we can actually pick a direction before just hopping in. Because like I said, we do need to get over, these areas, specifically up here. And that was off the daily up here. So this could just be a retest to kind of run back to the top, but let's get some confirmation that we're actually going to continue the upside before just hopping into a play right at open. And we are sitting right under VWAP if you trade that. So we need to bust through some of these levels to really keep this bullish momentum going. Is anybody in a play right now? I'm kind of curious. I know some of you guys probably trade early. Big spike around 8:15 this morning. 77. Yeah, 100 points, 100-point candle. Was that news or was that data? Let me check. Let's bring the news up. Let's see. Oh, it was Iran news. Okay. Trying to de-escalate. Yeah, so that was a lot of nothing news that caused a 100-something point candle. Interesting. All right, there's the bullish pop. It was a little too close to open for me to try to get in. But let's see if we can pass this 850 to 870 level. Then maybe clear pre-market highs. Then it should be smooth sailing. I'd like to see us get above this 850 level, kind of with a nice little volume push. Then we could look to play a retest into open. No clear direction so far, but I'm bullish. Not on the open, but on the day overall. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that analysis. This is kind of an area that's a little risky. Being in a traded open destroys accounts. For a lot of people, yeah. For a lot of people. Hooray, hooray, chart monk. Yep. So we really need to find some direction. Once you get to the 30-minute chart, you can see it's just kind of back and forth, no real structure. So we want to be a little patient. Again, it is Friday. I'm not going to ruin my week hopping into a consolidation zone at open. Unless you guys want to just sling a couple micros, I'd be down to do that. Maybe a little 825 long open, see if it holds support and goes. I'm willing to try that. It's just a little play to get the blood pumping on a Friday. Not going to risk more than like $75 maybe. And we're already in. Okay. Just put a stop here. It's for fun. See if this works out or not. Let's do 20K this morning. Yeah. Full port. Got about 2 minutes still open, so if you are in a position, monitor it. Or if you're about to get in position, maybe just wait a minute or two. Well, this little lotto looks like it's going to be a stop loss. Yeah, James, it could run down there at open. I mean, we'll see which way the volatility wants to go right at 9:30. And if you're just joining, I'm just seeing if this play is going to work out as a little opening bell lotto. All right, 1 minute, guys. What's everybody in the chat thinking for the day? Up, down, sideways? Always good to hear from some other people. What's up, Jaja? What's up, Chart Monk? Bobco says down. We'll see. Technically, anything under this red box I have should be a little bit bearish, but longer time frames, I think we want to go up. So it's kind of a crapshoot right now. Down, Chart Monk says. Okay, so we got some conflicting opinions up in the chat. Anonymous, first time here. All right, welcome in. Let me know if you have any questions. I got about 10 seconds till the bell, so let's see. Protect your positions if you are in one. Let's see what happens. I'd love to see this just blow past 850 at open. Let's see. She's moving. Gotta love that opening volatility. Morning, Jonathan. ES is sitting at major resistance, but NQ has room to catch up on it, which could push ES up. Okay. So, choppy first minute so far. Just back and forth. Would love to push past that 850. There we go. There's PT1, guys. All right. I'm going to lock that in. Quick little almost 50 points at open. Nice $200 to start the day on 2 micros. I love that. If you're holding, this might go. Let me know if you took that tiny little play with me. I mean, $200 in a minute. I can't beat that. Sitting around, damn. Maybe I should have kept one, huh? Maybe I should have kept one. Major pivot level here for me, 885. Major pivot level. So if bulls can close that, we might be looking at a re-entry. But just to recap, quick 45 points to start the morning. I remember when 45 points seemed like a dream to me. I was taking, 5-10 points, calling it a win. Now we want these big boy plays, right? And if it is your first time here and you want to give us a try, click the link in the description. The code at the bottom of the screen will get you half off a launch plan. So it's insanely cheap to start with us if you want to try us out. All right, let's see if bulls can do it. Looks like we're holding. Came back, retested the breakout zone. This could be a nice little opening play up to maybe 920. I feel like I took the same play this week. Did I? Or last week? I don't remember. These days and charts just blend together. Yeah, nice little scalp. I mean, I'll take it. I was risking like $60 to 200. Here comes that 920. Wow. So that play fully played out. Huh. All right, let's see what we want to do now. So we're sitting at some resistance. If we can clear this 925 level, bulls will take it up to 965, which I really want to see what we're going to do there. But the daily is doing exactly what we thought. We came down. This is the little retest right here I mentioned. And now we're trying to push past daily resistance, which is that 950-60 level. If we get over that, it should be pretty smooth sailing for the bulls. But it's a big if right now. Big if. How's everybody doing on the week? Is everybody green? Anybody red? Anybody hit any absolute bangers I want to let me know about? All right. I'd kind of like to see it come down to 970-ish. Not sure if we'll go that low. See what happens. Great week. There you go, Jaja. It's great. Love to hear it. Anybody get a payout this week? That's what it's all about, getting paid, guys. 870-ish. Yes, correct. 870-ish. Always just listen to the closest last two. Just requested 990. Let's go. Next week I'm due for a payout. There we go. Love seeing you guys get paid. Such a good feeling when that payout hits your bank account. Just like I did it. All right, I'm thinking bulls are going to do it, guys. So let's just wait, see if we can get something like. I'd love to see something like this. But remember that 960 is going to be very tough, just because if you look to the left, it's been some pretty crazy resistance, all yesterday afternoon and all evening. So that is our pure breakout level. I'm going to put an order down around the 870 level, see if I get a retest. I don't think it will, but it's a decent area to try. But again, I'm waiting for this. I'm expecting the 920 break, and then we can play continuation. If you're still holding that opening play, good for you. Let me know. You are up pretty nicely. ES looks pretty clear of resistance. So ES is definitely leading. Definitely leading. Oh, Marius, I have done that on stream before. I entered 3 minis when I'm at 3 micros, and yeah, that is that'll make you sweat. Sometimes it works out though, but when it doesn't, man, you're down like 1,500 before you know it. Yeah, Doji, NQ is lagging. I agree. So, I mean, let's see if the Bulls can do it. They're looking very strong, right out of open. They just pushed. Had about 30 seconds of chop and then just run. So, can't really argue the Bulls are in control right now. I wonder if this is going to be one of those days where you just press buy and then just walk away. Is anybody long right now? I'm kind of curious if anybody's or still holding. Another valid entry is the 885 area. I'm going to go with the more conservative area. See if I get lucky and get wicked in. Nope. Yeah, just chilling, waiting to see what happens. My sweet spot in trading really starts around 10. These first 15, 20 minutes, usually pretty volatile. You get stopped out a lot. So that's why in the first 30 minutes I play pretty light size wise because the market's just moving so much. You don't need to size insanely heavy. I want to go short after a valid bearish fair value gap. Yeah, I mean this could be the area to start that. Have any of you guys tried our new orbit plans yet? I still haven't got one, but I'm pretty excited to try it. The 1 day to pass. Pretty badass if you ask me. All right, so we are tapped in. I want to see this hold over 850. Under 850, I'll just take my loss and cut it. And I'd love to see us push past 885 for this to really work out. Leaning short to see if it gathers internal liquid to push back up. Yeah, that might happen too. If we push back down under 850, we're back in the chop range, and it might be a rough morning. We'll see. I don't like that. Was a bearish close right there on that candle. Let's see if we want to get out of this, and we're out. All right, so we're back to break even on the day. It happens. Let's see. Ooh, look at that wick on the 15-minute. Chop City. Okay. So we are back into kind of that pre-market range, choppy area. Actually, right back to where I went long. All in this first 15-minute candle. Gotta love Friday opens. What's up, Jeet? GG? All right, now this is one we see. Is that 825 going to hold this time, or is it going to go? Because if it goes, we're going to have to lean short down to 760. You're short, got 60 points. Good job. Let's go. So this is what we're in now. If you want to put lines here, like this, and wait for just some kind of confirmation on either side, that's the direction to go. 800 to 850 is your kind of F around and find out zone, in my opinion, at least. You're going to just get a bunch of random 20-point moves back and forth. So let's see what the market wants to do. Right now it's showing very, a lot of indecision. As you can just see by this candle. That's closing in 3 minutes. So you'll get your ORB candle in 15 minutes. What's up, Nacho? So just to recap so far, about 45 points on the way up we took, and then we just took a 20-point loss on the way down. So this is kind of starting to look more like the scenario now. But to get anything moving, you'd have to break under 800. And then my full target would be 730. But this area just has me concerned. It's a whole lot of nothing. Really wanted to push over this daily resistance. What does the ES look like? Yeah, ES trying. Keyword. Got smacked down pretty hard as well. Still. Let's just anything over 600 is. I mean, that's the resistance, but 590 kind of area bulls want to hold if you're on ES. NQ is going to trap a lot of people in this area, guys. A lot of people, especially still the first 15 minutes. Really wanted 993 to touch. Yeah, I was looking for, 30K would have been great. 30K has been like a magnet anyway, anytime we've been around it. But hit this resistance and no, sir. But it makes sense. I mean, it is. You can see it as support turned into resistance. But I really thought we'd push up to the next level. Kind of a bummer. Yeah. Make it to 100 people, guys. We'll do a giveaway. I know we were close this week. I think we got it within a couple of people at one point. So if we keep going the way we're going, we should be at 100, maybe even next week. Friday body high, yeah. There's a lot of daily resistance up there. So we're gonna chill right now. I don't see any play at the moment. We do have a merch store. That's a good point, Nacho. We do have merch for purchase. I need to get some swag, honestly. I only have a couple BluSky shirts. I need to get some hoodies, get some hats, maybe a coffee mug, bathrobe, all the necessities. I don't know I don't have the link off the top of my head. I'll post it in the Discord later. BluSky energy drink. Oh man, have some jet fuel in it. Okay, Bulls trying to reclaim. This is interesting. I made enough on that 2 minis entry. Hey, so that was a happy mistake. Just don't do it again. If it's an up and down with 100 pips wicks, I'm out. Yeah, I mean, that's why a lot of people don't trade Friday morning, guys. You know, that's why Mike doesn't. First of all, you make your money during the week. You shouldn't need to trade every day. And then secondly, yeah, you get these like, at least for now, these moves like this, up, down, no continuation, no holds, just quick scalps, or else you get kind of wrecked. So if you made your money, good job. We're only 15 minutes into the market, so we got plenty of time. Dropped to both sides though, all the way up, all the way down. And you couldn't break that 800 level we mentioned, right back up. All right, now let's see. That was a disgusting trap, just to go right back to that 920 level we want to break. Hilarious, hilarious. All right, so we know the plan, guys. We're just looking for a 920 break. Yeah, went down and grabbed liquidity. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Pretty much. Now you got the push out. So if this 30-minute candle closes anywhere above 870, we should get a next push. We might get it sooner. Now I'm tempted to take that same play again. Literally tempted the 850 to 870 area. I'm literally tempted to hop in again. Because now it looks like we want to push out. Dirty little move there, though. All right, so nothing to do until we get this break, unless you want to try along down here, which you saw didn't work out the first time. So it's kind of a big range, especially 850 falls, run right back to 800. A lot of congestion in this 920 to 960 area from overnight, or as Mike would call it, traffic. Traffic. A lot of traffic you have to get through. So, all right, there's our 920 break. Let's see. Maybe we'll get an entry. And the whole reason is, guys, because look at last night around, what is this? 11 o'clock midnight. This was some solid support. So if we can reclaim this, should be good to go. Failed the first time. Second time pushed through with some volume. Typically, second time, if you do that, you're good to go. So it's kind of my theory on what we're going to do. If you want to be safe, 965 is what you really need to wait for bulls to claim. Because this is going to be a tight little range right here. I still don't understand why some firms have hundreds of people watching their live streams and 70 of their talk is football or something else not related to trading. Bigger firms. Yeah, I don't know. Some people just want to listen to people do nothing. It's kind of funny. But I agree. 90% of the time they're not even trading. All right, let's see if that was a sweep or a hold. This could be a really good area to go long, like right now. I'm just going to have a little patience, though. If you guys want to see the Wild Wild West, go watch trading on TikTok. It is insane. I saw some of the craziest comments ever last night on one. All right, we're trying to hold. I don't know, chat. I think we should take a stab at it. Anywhere between a 900 and a 920 long should be good. I'm going to do 915. 915. See if I get wicked in. But and 900 and 920 is where you should be looking to get in if you want to join me. We break under 900. I'll start to look to cut this. And then we're looking for something like, I don't know, something like that. That would be ideal. 3 to 1 almost. But yeah, speaking of other streams, I saw one yesterday. Damn, there's our target. Should have pulled the trigger the first time. This guy was streaming for like 5 hours, and I checked back at the end, and he still hadn't taken a trade. I'm kind of thinking, what are you talking about for 5 hours? That is a long time. So this play might have gone without us. So remember, if we can clear this 960 to 970 area, bulls have full control of the day. Literally full control. That's just because we're clearing daily resistance. We got nothing until 30K basically. So this is a lot of clearance we need to get through. Yeah, it's definitely a different audience on TikTok, that's for sure. So I'm gonna keep this entry open just to see if it comes down. But if it does break through the downside, it might be violent. Just keep that in mind. Is anybody in longs? Did anybody take the longs off the TA? I'm assuming we're going to chop in this area for a bit, so maybe we will get tapped in. We'll see. I do remember back in the day, I went on TikTok I think like once and tried to live trade, and I was just getting trolled immediately, like within 5 minutes. A lot of bad traders on TikTok. I could say that. All right, this might actually get tapped in. Let's see. Oh wow, already. All right. Quick little reaction. Now we're back to break even. I want to get over 925 for for this to really start cooking. There we go. TP1 hit. Let's see if we can continue. And nope, smackdown. You got the 10 a.m. candle about to come. So it'll be an interesting close. Let's see if we can get the push. Just trying to pay me. 925 needs to get out of the way, though. Smackdown again from 925. Not the best sign. I'm tempted to just close this out and re-enter after the 10 a.m. candle. There we go. Push it out. Get back over 925. Push this out. There we go. Push it, push it, push it. Wow. Smackdown again, chat. 925 is really messing with me right now, huh? I don't like that candle close and push down. This is an annoying play so far. There we go. All right. I'm just going to take my cash, wait for the 10 a.m. candle close because I do not like this dancing around in this area. So I'm going to stay flat for the next 3 minutes. Put up a new high, but lower RSI. Oh, a little divergence going on. Okay, so I think that was a good cut. Made a little bit of money on 50, 100 bucks, something like that. Whatever the fill was. I don't like this dancing back and forth. If you guys have been trading with me for a bit, you know I like those like immediate reactions. If we touch my entry and dance around it for 5 minutes, it's not really a play I want to sit through, especially while watching it. If I put it on and walk away, different story. Should have held. Oh well. Took a little bit of money. Oh, bummer. There's right to that 950. So this should end up being a bullish close on all these time frames that are closing. Really like to push out. Good to know our TA was pretty correct going into the morning. It's always good. If this can push in the next minute above this 965, I would be very happy. Because if we close in here, it's going to be dance around city. It's just going to be, everybody's going to be dancing in this area. I started trading 15 years ago, took a break, got back 3 years ago and started noticing trading influencers on YouTube and social media. It's, yeah, I think it's so funny that people like, oh, I came up with this strategy. Oh, I've been trading for 2 years and I came up with a strategy all by myself. Hilarious. What is crazy though is some of these kids, like they've been trading since they've been like 15, 14. Pretty wild. But it's funny, you don't even have to trade to be a trading influencer now. It's really funny. Giveaway, we have to hit a certain amount of people on the stream to do a giveaway. So I'm gonna guess it's not gonna happen today. Hopefully Monday, Tuesday we'll get these numbers up. All right, so there's the candle close. Pretty bullish close on all time frames. I don't think you can argue that. We didn't close above the 925 level, so that I would have liked to see that. So I'm almost thinking we put an entry down around the 900 level, see if we can get wicked in. But a lot of congestion here. Let's try it. I really wanted to close over that 950 level. That would have been huge. NBA just tearing it up, is it? Oh, wow. Popped like 2% since the last look. Oh, that is a clean model, too. That's good to know. MNQ is literally break even on the day. 0%. While ES is green. That is interesting. So I have an order at 887. This is kind of just like, let's see if we get wigged in. I really want bulls to push it past 965, 970, and that would just give us a nice continuation model. But entries are, in my opinion, 915, 900, and my 887 area. Those are your entries. And so we pushed off the early entry. All right. I might have to take that same play again. Might have to, chat. It's tempting. This 900 and 915 area. What are we thinking? You think we push out, or you think this is a trap to just go short at the 970 level? Very big pivot point for me. Very, very big pivot point. I'm chasing every long until NVIDIA puts a sell bar. I mean, that's one way to do it, honestly. I would get rid of this. Try to get rid of this signal or this thing. Think we need to go up and touch no matter what, but 958 bothers me. Yeah. That's why I'm putting my order like further down. I think this 915 to 920 area is valid to go long, but you can see it's a pretty tight range. You're only looking for like 30 points on that play. Trying to bank a free reset through BluSky rewards. Yeah, it's the easiest free stuff you're gonna get, guys. I mean, what is it like? You get points for subscribing to YouTube, points for liking us on all socials, leaving a review, sharing a Twitter post. Like, if you do all those easy things, you probably have enough to get a free reset just off that. But if you go in your dashboard, there's a reward section. Just make sure you screenshot the right thing. I can't tell you how many of those I've gone through, where it says like us on Facebook, and it's a picture of not Facebook. So try to get a correct screenshot so we all don't go crazy, and you actually get credit. But yep, choppy in here is expected. Low to high, low to high, low to high barcoding. It's not really what we want to see. And we did this last night or yesterday afternoon for 2 hours, and last night for 2 hours. So we could be stuck in this area for a while, guys. Go short again if the candle took the high. Give me a bear, fellas. I mean, probably good area to scalp. Not a good area to hold. I mean, back and forth. So we're up a little bit on the session. Nothing really crazy. So again, potential. Should I layer into this position? Let's do that. Let's do like a little layering. We'll get filled on this one no matter what. I don't usually do this, but when we're in like a big range, it's kind of the move. So let's try that. We're gonna get filled on one of these, that's for sure. Oh, we got filled. Nice. Probably gonna get filled on the next one, but we're looking for a push over 940. So choppy in this area, though, guys. Hate that. I kind of hate this kind of price action. You hit PT1, back to entry, draw down, back to PT1, just over and over and over and over again. I hate seeing green plays go red. These are difficult holds. All right, here comes that next fill. 5 minis, 5 points kind of day. Yeah, I mean, if you got the cojones to do it. I know people that do it. It's crazy. Like in, out, in, out. But this barcoding, guys, is not fun unless you're like really micro scalping. Like 10 points here, 10 points there kind of thing. Surprised we didn't get that second fill. You know a guy? We all know a guy, right? I don't know. Who here has one degenerate account where they just like it's either pass or fail? I always have one degenerate account just for when I'm feeling a little crazy. All right, so there's TP1, guys, 20 points. Let's see if we actually get a follow through because this is the area where it might just get slammed back to break even. So 20 points in a little range is pretty solid 20 points. Yeah, launch plans are the best for that. I agree. All right, there's TP2. TP2 smacked. Nice play. So there's the extent of our range. This is where you take profit, or you might watch it all go back to zero. So just keep that in mind. We're up 40 points. Let's see if we get a full breakout. You know what? I got to take one off. What's that plan you can use? I think it's the 100K, 10 minis. That gets the blood pumping. All right, so that's full target, guys. And then this is just seeing if my runner's going to hit, but just based off the previous 20 minutes, it's going to be right back to break even. So we locked in like 40 points on that first trim. And then if we break out, we can always add back into this position. Let's see. What are the degenerate plans we can sling some minis with maybe next week? So while we're kind of in that play, let's take a look at these launch plans. So the 100K, hypothetically, Jaja, I could grab 100K for Monday, and I could sling 10 minis on the stream and either pass the account or fail it within 30 seconds. That could be fun. That could be fun. Maybe I'll do that. I could be down. I could be down for that. You know, let's have some fun. I used to have a few trading buddies where we do like a happy hour with accounts you could sling 10 minis on. Grab some drinks, hop on stream. Everybody slams full position. It's hilarious. Usually end up just blowing a few accounts and resetting them, but you know, every once in a while, that's a numbers game. When you start doing that, you're like, all right, I'm willing to buy 4 accounts, and I just need to pass one of them. That's how you play that game. Yeah, 10 minis, Sydney Open. Not gambling at all, right? So this is what I was afraid was going to happen in this play, guys. We got our full PT, and now we're just trucking along in the middle of the zone. The orbit, yeah, orbit 1 day to pass. I mean, that one you can really. Let's see. Orbit 1 day to pass, 100K, 10 minis. You can make that $6,000 in 10 seconds, I bet. 10 seconds. Now, you can also fail it in 10 seconds, but if you're willing to do it, it's just the price of your plan. So I don't know how much of a degenerate I can do on that one. A 200K static orbit is nice, though. 3,000 drawdown. I mean, 50K is probably going to be most popular, though. That's very doable. You got 5. But I think for the sake of if I get one, it's going to be probably this 100K launch to just go nuts on. But enough about that. Would you mind to share your strategies, indicators? So I'm one of the few traders that don't use any indicators at all. When I first started trading, I had so many indicators on my screen, and it really messed me up. So I'm purely a price action trader. All these red boxes here are 1 hour consolidation zones. That's how I get my levels. The 1 hour I found is best to kind of day trade with, because they typically get hit within the session. 4 hour and daily levels, you know, they might take 2 sessions to get hit. But I basically just find a bias for the longer time frames. I was bullish going into today based on candle structure, looking for us to hit daily resistance at the 960 level, which we did. Now, if we can clear that, bulls are in full control. So you won't see any indicators on my screen. I have VWAP here just because I know a lot of people like using it. But my strategy is very, very simple. I look for about 2 or 3 things. I like to see confirmation of a break, and then I want to play the retest. So, for example, this was a perfect example here. I wanted to break, come back, retest, and then continue to the upside, which it's trying to do now. Very simple, but very powerful strategy. Always trade with the trend. That's rule number 1. Always trade with the trend that you have. Look at that. I'm back to break even. See, that's why this zone sucks. Some of my rules are determine your bias first, only trade that bias, and have a plan for when your bias can flip. It's all about reacting to the market. That's the mic plan. Yeah, the 10 minis. Yeah. So let's see if they can do it now. We did hit that full target, though, so that was nice. Nice play. If you have any other questions, let me know. Or if you have questions about something else, I probably know it. I've tried every golden strategy out there and then kind of just landed on my own. A lot of smart money concepts is where I get most of my stuff, I'd say. But honestly, once you trade for a while and you just trade price action, like you can use a naked chart and literally it'd be the same. I only use candle structure. Nothing else. I would not be surprised if this comes down and just knocks all these out now. This is such choppy price action. And we couldn't break that 960 for the second time. So we might just dip back into that pre-market range. We'll see. I'm just going to hold this micro and see if this plays out or not. I'm willing to risk it. Never fun watching 40 points go red. It's never fun. Normally, I'd say like put your stop loss in profit, but I'm just trying to see if this is actually going to make a full move. Give it a lot of room to breathe. But it got smacked down. If you guys could do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe, really help us out. We're trying to grow this channel as much as possible. And as you guys know, the more people you get in here, the more exclusive things we can do for you, like some giveaways, some flash sales, things like that. So let's pack this room. Let's all make some money, which we know the BluSky team makes money. So, but let's pack this room and give away some free stuff. See, now if we would have had stop loss or break even, we'd be out of this play, but we're back up 30 points. And if you hit that little bell under the screen, you'll get notified every time we go live. If you don't want to have to remember times and stuff like that. But it's normally Mike in the morning for the open. I join him, after he gets in his trade and holds. Then I'm on till like lunch, shower, somewhere between 12 and 1 is when I get off, depending on how many people are in here and what the market's doing. And then the afternoon team picks up a couple hours later. So pretty much on all day, multiple coaches, if you like one better than the other, you can just watch them. But we have a great team and usually hit some absolute bangers every day. We like money. Yeah. What's up, Chad? Mike doesn't trade on Fridays, Chad. So Fridays, it's typically going to be me at open. And, watching this price action, guys, I don't blame him for not trading Fridays. This is like some hot garbage. Okay, so, wow. I forgot I had all those orders in. So we're in full position now. Not ideal. We're probably going to come down to 870. This is going to be a loss most likely. I'm actually just going to take that little green. I didn't want to be in full position on that. Will we see 30K? I don't know, man. This 960 to 970 area's got to go. I mean, we tapped it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times during this consolidation area. And now they just stopped everybody out of longs probably with that. Like everybody just got smacked on their longs. Now we want to see what happens. Is it going to come back down to 870 and 860? Probably. 958 is too strong. Yep. Folded my longs. I hate this. Yeah, this is really frustrating because you can't hold these trades. It's just not worth it. Not worth it at all. See, like right now, I'd be looking for a scalp to the downside off this 920 area. But longer time frames, I can't be bearish until we break down below here. So not a big fan of this area at all. Basically, this whole area right here, like 800 to 950, is going to be a bunch of BS. But good to know that play earlier did hit. So we're decently green on the stream. 2 wins, 1 loss so far. Not bad for the first hour of the market. Does not look like it's going to be a trend day, though. Might be an inside bar on this daily candle. Maybe close somewhere around here. We'll see. Consolidation Friday. Tempted to look at 850 longs, but I have a feeling it's going to just break back into this range and do nothing for a bit. Reminds me of Wednesday afternoon price action ugly. Yeah, it's not the best right now, guys. So I don't know if we've gone while I'm sitting here. I'm not going to get into play right here. I don't know if anybody's gone over the orbit plans with you. Kind of go over them real quick. So we just revamped them. If you guys want to do a 1 day to pass thing, this is your plan. Literally no consistency rule in the eval. Like you're done. So I know how you can hit 3K on an eval in 1 day. So if you want to go fast, this is your plan. And then what's cool is like you see the Propel has a buffer plan and then funded plan. There's no buffer in this one. No buffer, which is pretty cool. You go eval straight to funded. So evaluation, skip the buffer straight to funded. And then as long as you are within your 40% consistency and get over 52K, you can take a payout within 3 days. So hypothetically, you pass this bad boy in the morning or like overnight, you get your funded that same day, max out your consistency, do it for the next 2 days, and you're from purchase to payout in 3 days. So this has got to be one of the best plans out in the space. I don't know if any other firms have plans like this, but this is crazy. And yeah, weekly cap of 2,000 on the 50K. So just keep the payout caps in mind when you're trading a consistency. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then we have the 200K static. I mean, that's an awesome plan. 100K if you want some more leverage. But I think the 50K is probably going to be the most popular. You have a 150K. It's not static, the 150K on this, but pretty damn cool. I don't know. What do you guys think? Price is a little bit higher, but you can, if you want to pay a little bit more to get there quicker, that's on you. I think the launch plans are probably people's go-to, just because I mean, like, what is it, $60? That's pretty damn cheap. But I mean, those orbits, they're gonna start gaining some popularity. I can tell. Wait till these people start finding out about them. You're gonna see all these streamers like 1 day to pass. Watch me pass this account in 1 trade. No activation fee for that orbit plan. One-time payment. And if you guys are new here, sign up with the link in the description. Use this code on the bottom of the screen. Get you half off a launch plan for your first purchase. Pretty damn good deal. Damn. So that 850 long would have worked out perfectly. Well, let's talk about the orbit plan. Best plan out there, in my opinion. I love it. I'm gonna start one next week. How about that? You guys want to start one from scratch together? Make a little docu-series about it. You can watch me pass it or fail it live. I'll only trade it on stream. How about that? What size should we do? Should we do a 50K? Because that's probably what most people will be doing. 50K. Maybe we'll get a sale over the weekend or something too. That'd be nice. We'll get a cheaper plan. If not, I'll do the 50K most likely. Grab it over the weekend and or on Monday morning before it goes streaming. Yeah, that'll be fun. And you know what? Maybe instead of doing the 100K like degenerate stream, we just do like let's see if we can pass this eval in 1 day. Either pass it or fail it, whatever. Can leave my ego aside if I do fail it. But do we start on a Monday? What do you guys think? Do we start a new account on a Monday or do we wait till Tuesday? BluSky was my first prop firm when I traded 40. Yeah, wow, that's awesome. That's I wasn't around here 4 years ago, but I still, guys, I'll put our plans and our company against anybody. We really are awesome. I wouldn't be working here if we weren't. Yeah, let's plan on Monday, and if that price action isn't that good, maybe we just start at Tuesday. Next Friday when Mike doesn't trade. Well, I'd still trade every day as well. So I'll do it during my time slot. But if we don't pass it in one day, I mean, if it just doesn't happen, we'll keep it going. So let's see if Monday is decent price action. We'll know for sure when I'm solo at 11. If it looks good, I'll start my orbit plan. If it doesn't look good, we'll trade our normal accounts, and Tuesday we can try to pass that eval. Does that sound good, guys? Used to hop on live with Coach in the Discord streams. Nice, love it. All right, so there's our plan, guys, for the orbit plan. I'll officially unveil it to you guys. We'll go through it together. Hopefully we just hit like one or two banger trades and just call it a day, and then get that funded account later in the day. How cool would that be, guys? If we all pass it on stream at like 11, then by the end of the day we all have a funded for the next day. That would be awesome. Back in the day, Mike was running the TikTok streams on his own. Mike used to do TikTok? Interesting. TikTok's brutal. Once those rooms get big enough, like you can't even look at the comments, or else it just. Yeah, I was cracking up yesterday reading some of these comments. I can't even say them on stream, but I was dying. Yeah, or we all fail and laugh, one or the other, right? I love that attitude, hidden print shop. So this is pretty craptastic right now. I don't think there's many plays to be made. That 850 long would have crushed it. But I'm glad I looked into those orbit plans, because now we got a plan. All right, that might be the shakeout everybody got. This 30-minute candle is going to close consolidation candle, come down, maybe dip a little bit, hopefully continue the upside. It's just this 950, 960, 970 area really has me concerned about the breakout. I have a feeling it might be a pure sideways day. Oh, you took the 850 long? Let's go, Chad. My man. Well, you are up very, very nicely. If you are in that play, I'd be looking to put my little stop gain at like 900, just protect 50 points on the runner. But you are up nice and fat. And guys, if you're in our Discord, we have a P&L section. Like, if you want to get this room popping, post your P&Ls from the stream. Let everybody know they need to join the morning sessions. Let's make some money. Let's give away some accounts. Let's have some fun, guys. Because the more people are in here, the more fun I have. It's brutal, and sometimes not very many people in here, and you just got to talk to yourself for a couple hours. But as usual, Fridays are our light streaming days. We're pretty much done after the morning, unless one of the coaches sees something and just happens to be around and hop on. But like I said, Fridays are the days most people tend to stop trading early. What do you guys have different rules on Friday? I'm kind of curious. I used to trade all day, every day Friday. Now it's basically the morning session, and I call it a day. Start my weekend early. Especially if you're green. No reason to give it back, right? Yeah, Friday, just be happy not being red is a good way to put it. I agree, Gabber. So who remembers this setup, what I call it? I want to see if it plays out in real time. But I'll draw it for you and make it easy. Who remembers this? 3-bar bangers. That's what Breezy calls it. So I'll accept that answer. But the full pattern has a name. I've taught it a couple times. I will do an in-depth lesson once we get enough people in here. This is a pretty cool concept. Give you guys a couple more seconds, see if anybody can remember. I know some of you guys were in here, but it's playing out to the T. This setup, I'd full port an eval on it. Nothing, no, don't see the answer yet. I'll give you guys like 10 more seconds. But, oh, what was that? All right, who just went to war? What do we do? Wow. As I'm saying this model plays out all the time, it just absolutely failed. But what I'm looking at is the market maker buy model. We have our you have your, hold on. I need to stop sharing my screen for 1 second and reconnect my trade evade. I think that news just broke my trade evade. That was wild. What was that? It has to be something about the war. But yeah, market maker buy model, when there's not war news coming out, it usually plays out. But essentially you have your area where you pop out from, consolidate, retest the area we popped out from, and then continue to the next one where you look for reversal. But can't do anything about that. Look at that. Look at that crap, guys. Anybody get stuck in that? What a joke. What a freaking joke. All right. What was the news? I don't see anything yet. Oh, okay. The Islamic Republic of Iran has asked us to continue talks. We have agreed to do so, but the United States has stated to them in no uncertain terms that the ceasefire is over. Sometimes I don't get the reaction to these, like, drop 300 points almost and then recover 200. I don't know. What a time to be trading, though. That was crazy. I'm glad I was cash. Yeah. So, like, you would think saying the ceasefire is over would drop the market and maybe kind of continue it, but we just literally hit a liquidity spot and then went right back into range. So, if I wasn't on stream, I'd have some choice words I'd be saying about this price action right now. And there's your reminder to always have a stop loss somewhere just in case the market decides to knife 300 points. I know people that always have a bracket where, like, say their mental stop loss is normally 30 points. They'll put one like 80 points in their bracket just in case that happens, and it saves your account sometimes. You said them for me. Thanks, Jaja. Thank goodness I hit my TP before that happened. Yeah, dude. That could have been bad. That's crazy. Imagine being up like 100 points in a trade and then you just get smacked and you blow your account off that. That's some crap. I had 3 MNQ, was clicking sell and was 0.5 seconds late and flashed for minus 600. Almost back green from red morning. Man, that's rough. I mean, you guys can't do anything about this, honestly. All you can do is just have your stop loss somewhere. I mean, that's just, yeah. That's messed up. We were doing so good with no Trump news for a while. We were, right? I thought we were going to have like a whole week without some BS. But nope, they drop it while I'm on stream on Friday. Yeah, now we can moon, right? Watch this just go now. That was evil. Evil, evil, evil. I honestly don't even want to touch this right now in here. I'd rather see it break 865 or break 800. Because right now we have no confirmation on either side. Pure range day. Ugly, ugly, ugly. $300-point candle. Up and down 300 points almost in one candle. Trading's so easy, guys, right? I might need another cup of coffee after that. Did ES do the same thing? Yeah, wow. Look how strong that resistance is at 600. Pretty wild. Oh, wow, Gabber. That's wild. Gabber just sent me the heat map. Just look at that. Wild stuff, guys. Wild stuff, chat. This whole PA is just a scam with these comments from Trump. Yep. Like I said, if you got wrecked on that, I mean, there's not much you can do about it, honestly. That just stinks. It just really stinks. I wish I had some words for you, but you got kind of screwed on that. You can vote, yeah, right. Not gonna help anything right now. I can only imagine how many people just blew accounts on that, because the market was screaming go long, like literally screaming go long. I'm over here saying a lesson on how sure these longs are, and then as I'm about to share a graphic, it just dumps 300 points. Have you guys seen those Instagram videos of, I think they're over in India, they do those like master classes and they'll play news and the guy's like 3, 2, 1, and then he points up and then the market just drops like 150 points. It's hilarious. I'm on life support on a funded account. A lot of people don't trade their fundeds on Friday. Does anybody not do fundeds on Friday? Just like evals and buffers or something else? You're still holding your 0 DTE calls? How much did those get whacked? What's a funded? Down 80, down back 40. It's wild. Price is back like nothing happened. Yep, exactly. And you are correct. Probably blew a lot of counts. So, I mean, what do we do in this area, guys? What do we do? It's looking like it wants to go. Do we go long? Do we go full position? These are kind of questions you have to ask in here. Should I trade this? This is tough now, guys, because I'm getting conflicting biases on different time frames, even small ones. I'm looking at the 5-minute chart. I can see us going down. I'm looking at the 3. I can see us going up. I'm looking at the 15. It doesn't know what the hell it wants to do. Same with the 30. Hourly still looking a little bullish. 4 hour looking a little. This is tough. This is tough, guys. It's Friday. We can just watch and chill. We can, but that's no fun, right? Huh? I say stay patient. Wait another hour. Yeah, I only have about 15 minutes left in the session, so kind of want to get one more trade in. May fade again to 765 test. Choppy. May uptrend after for lunch. Yeah, it's questionable right now. How does ES look? Let's take a look. So ES, I mean, it was the leader in the pack, but let's take a look. Just off the 4 hour, I am leaning bullish, especially after liquidity grab reclaim. Hour, same thing. Over 590 is really some confluence for staying bullish. Now we get into the smaller time frames. They're screaming chop to me. Like I believe we're bullish, but on the smaller time frames, we're within a range, and there's no clear direction right now. I'd say short-term push and then maybe continue to chop. I don't have this. It's not incredibly clear to me at the moment. Looking for confluence trading in Q, yeah. I mean, now we have some big resistance over us again, this like 900 to 920 level. So I have a feeling it's going to be a choppy lunch hour just based on what I'm looking at. All right, so there's the push. Okay, so now we have that little buy model on the 3-minute. We have that kind of area we pop out of. This nice little 3-bar setup, and then we should push up to here if the market wants to be nice. If the market wants to be nice, big if. But that model works on every time frame. It's kind of cool. Larger the time frame, the better. So what I like to do is try to find a bias, try to find a model on any time frame, and that's kind of what I base my play off of. It's not going to be perfect, but when you see it, it's there. So now, do we take these longs? Do we trust this? Or is this just a choppy area to bait everybody? Just because there's a bunch of news coming out, I'm going to go a little bit lighter. I'm going to go with an 870 long. Has VWAP right there if you're a VWAP trader. We're already in. Okay. Looking for a push over 886. And boom, TP1 hit. Let's go. I'm going to take my $100. $100 in 5 seconds, guys. 5 seconds. $100. God, I love trading. You are not going to get that anywhere else. The only reason I'm cutting this is because I think we're going to chop around, and I do not want to hold and see these 30-point plays go back to zero again. So annoying. So annoying, but if I have that feeling we're going to do it, I'm taking my money. I'm getting the hell out of here. So that was what, 17 points in 1 second, 2 seconds. I'll take that all damn day. And at 863, there you go, Tina. Great trade. Thanks, James. Eric, locked yourself out for the day. Hey, that's why those lockout features are there, right? Okay. So we're decently green on the stream now. You just got to pick and choose your trades in here. You got to be very quick, very selective. Because look, if I didn't take profit on that trade, right back to zero. And we knew that this like 890 level right here, it's going to be pain in the butt to get past, just because we've been smacked down every time we've gotten to it. Anybody take that little scalp with me? I wish we could get some bigger plays, but I'm not willing to hold through drawdown after I hit PT1. It just ain't worth it for me. So we'll see if we can squeak out one more trade, but I don't want to force anything in here. We're green on a Friday, and that's a big win already. Is this a slow week with a fourth weekend? Maybe. You guys think it was slow? I honestly didn't take that many trades this week, but we've kind of been stuck in this range. It looks like we want to pop out. I'd kind of bet that we're going to be a little bit bullish next week, but I don't know. The war news might come out. I have no idea. That's why I'm just scalping right now. But I've been so busy this week. I have not been able to trade that much. Like I'm talking like 2 trades a day, maybe on my personal account. Okay, there's the push. So trade is working out. And just to do that again. This is a really tight one. And now it should be like, usually you got to push out after that, but now it's doing this. So it's really tight. But it's there. Just locked in 200. Let's go, Ricky. Let's go. I saw you won an account yesterday too. It was awesome. I'm just waiting for another tweet that goes something like, the ceasefire is over. There will be no more fire. We won again. Yeah, literally, right? You know it's going to be. And it's going to be one of those like sources say, but it won't be a source. And then you find out it's like some dude on the street. Heck yeah, that was a good stream. Yeah, I love going with our partners and doing streams. It's fun to talk shop. And a lot of people know BluSky, but they don't know how good our plans are. So it's so easy to explain them, and people just love them. Trying to lock some money. There you go, man. Lock in that cash. Yeah, this is. I mean, London's done. Oh no, London's not done. Well, we're still in London. It's only 10:50. Wow. Yeah, so don't try to force anything in here, guys. This is let it play out. Let it show you what it's gonna do. Right now, it's pretty questionable. That rubber band buy up was just nuts. Like in seconds. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna get anything, guys. Today is a wild morning. Wild morning for sure. Tough morning to trade. Just be happy you didn't get smacked in this candle if you didn't, because you know there's a lot of people out there who did. I just think it's hilarious. I was giving a lesson on how it's such a good buy model, and then market dumped 300 points. It's hilarious. Glad I was out of the long before they nuked it. Went into a meeting. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are glad that they were cash. I'm glad I was cash because I should have been long. There's no reason why I shouldn't have been long. Yeah, Trump said, "Let me show you this guy." Exactly. He said, "Oh, you're long? Huh? Not anymore." Anybody have any questions before we wrap up? Not the most exciting of a session, but I mean, if you took the levels, you made some money. If you took the trades with me, you made some money. So good to know we had the opening play right. Always good. Yeah, casual 300 point dump, no big deal. If I had to guess, though, I'd say bullish for the rest of the day, but more likely it's going to be a range day. If you want to mark 800 and 950 on your charts and set alerts there, those are the breakout levels. Anything in between this is going to be a lot of this BS, which it's not the most fun. All good. Was able to scalp a little. Yeah, it was definitely a scalping morning. There was no holds this morning. You held this morning, you got smoked. I mean, this might dump. I don't know. I doubt I'll get into a trade before the end of this. Excited to start the orbit play next week with y'all. That should be fun. Should get all the other coaches to do it so you can pass it on stream first. See, right now they're baiting me into a short. But we know there's a huge bounce on at 800, so we don't know if we want to do that. 850 could be a decent short. 845. I don't know. Do we try it right before the hourly close? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's try a little range play. Flip back and forth. I am not sizing like this is a real play, guys. I'm going super light. Everything about today is just screaming sketchy to me. So we'll see if this hits in the next couple minutes. If not, I'm done for the day personally. All right, we're in. Want to get under 824, 825 for this play to start giving anything nice. Let's see. I'm going to put a hard stop loss at like that VWAP area. All right, approaching TP1. Let's see if we can get it. All right, TP1 hit. Beautiful. Love it. Let's go. Damn, this might be a banger. Go ahead and close that out. Take the money. 30 points. There, you guys know how I feel about 30 points. It pays the bills. All right, so we're like nice and green on the stream now. At least a few $100. That's not bad. I mean, $140 on 2 micros. I love that. That's great. That's a good way to end the stream. I wouldn't go short. That dump was because of Trump, and now I think they'll bring it up. Yeah, this is just BS right now, guys. That buying that up in 5 seconds is just insane. But we're going to run down to 800 most likely. We'll see if we can hit 760. But that is going to be it for me, guys. Like I said, anything we can do to spread the word, like, share, subscribe, leave a review on social medias, share with your other Discords, things like that. Let's get this room pumping up. Go post your P&Ls. Like I said, I'm going to grab a 50K orbit plan over the weekend. As long as the price action looks decent on Monday, I will try to pass it in one day with you all. So if you want to join me, that is the move for the weekend. But until then, stay profitable, guys. See you later.